Welcome to Das Cayman Garage. Here's everything I hate about the GT4RS. First thing I hate about the GT4RS is how people say how stiff it is. It's absolutely not true, and I'll tell you why. Right here we have some bumps in the road. Handles it with ease. Do you feel the bumps? Yes. Is it on the side of the car? No. Do you feel like this car is too stiff? No. So don't worry about it. Like this car, at no point do I feel like the suspension is jarring. Compared to my Spider, this thing rides and is damped way better. Like my Spider is stiff over train tracks. Again, you will feel everything in this car, but not in a bad way. You feel it in a good way. You get all the response you want from the steering wheel. However, like, it's just so well damped. And I get so upset when people say that this car is too stiff. Like, compared to what? A Rolls Royce? Like, okay, but in terms of an RS Porsche, not too stiff. Even as a Porsche in general, it's not too stiff. Like it just gives you all the communication you need without any of the harshness. So if you're worried about that with this car, don't be. The next thing I hate about the GT4RS is everyone says it's too loud. Well, if you're a little then maybe, yeah, it is too loud for you. But like, to say that this car is too loud to drive every single day is absolutely insane as well. Is it the most dailyable car? Like, maybe not, but like, you know, you're only hearing that ear-piercing 118 decibels at 8 to 9,000 RPM. Like, you could easily drive this car all day. You hear the like the whirling of the intakes behind you. So if you want to drive normally, this is how loud it is. This is it, guys. This is not ear-piercingly loud. There's no 120 decibels going on here. Easily commute to the grocery store if you want to. No problems at all. So for those who think this car is gonna be too loud for daily use, don't worry about it at all. But it's nothing crazy. You know, if you just drove this car normally, like you're into the grocery store, it's not too loud. Do not let anyone out there, you know, such as Cars with Luke, think that this car is too loud to drive every single day. You know, I used to like that channel a lot, but ever since he said the car is too loud, I lost some respect for that channel, and I think it's a little bit silly. If it is too loud, you know, you're going to the track, put some earplugs in if you want to. It's like people who ride motorcycles. Do we ride motorcycles with, you know, no earplugs? No, we just throw them in and we keep ripping our bikes all day. So I hate that everyone says that this GT4RS is too loud on the inside. It's completely false. Is it a loud, you know, induction? Sure, but like, has anyone complained that the McLaren F1 or the Gordon Murray 250 is too loud on the inside? No, you'd be an idiot too. Like, that's what makes this car so great. So to sell this car because the intake is too loud, you should be so lucky that Porsche let this airbox in this car, you know, and didn't detune it for all the little weak ear people out there. So this thing is amazing. The sound is intoxicating. This is one of those cars where it's more fun to drive with the windows up rather than with the windows down. An editor, roll that footage. The third thing I hate about the GT4RS is people say there's no torque in this car. Well, what if I told you this car has no turbos on it? It's fully NA, which is a blessing. Thinking about the McLaren F1, thinking about, again, the T50, those cars are, you know, very free spinning engines. This thing revs to 9,000 RPMs. Imagine flooring it above 5,000 RPMs. You have the RPM band, it's PDK. You get any gear you want, any RPM you want at any single time. So just rev it out and you'll find that there's plenty of torque to barrel you down the road as fast as you want to go. At no point have I driven this car and said, damn, if it only had more torque above 5,000 RPMs, I'd be having way more fun. This is not a reality. And if you want more torque down low, well then go buy a turbo. So for those of you out there thinking there's no torque, try flooring over 5,000 RPMs and actually bring it to 9K. There's a lot of owners out there who don't even redline the cars. The fourth thing I hate about the GT4RS, the people say the GT3 and the RS is more fun. Not true. This car, because of its induction on the inside, and just the amount of feeder you get from the 4RS versus the GT3, since the engine, like there's no shared compartment with the airbox with the GT3RS compared to the 4RS. So you get all that feeder and noise at your fingertips of the paddles and the accelerator, and you can just play with all these sounds all day. Like sound is fun, feeder is fun, okay? Both these cars, the 4RS and the 3RS, they're fast as shit around racetracks and these back roads. Like, you're not gonna be splitting hairs between a 3RS and a 4RS on the back roads. Maybe on a racetrack, sure, but like, you're gonna be having so much more fun in this car compared to a 3RS. And I will die on that hill. PDK for PDK, I'm gonna say the GT4RS is probably the most fun RS car I've driven. Guys, that's the 4 things that I hate about the GT4RS. If there's anything you hate about this car, let me know in the comments below. I love to talk about it with you down there. And I just think we should be so thankful that Porsche has released this car to the public. That airbox, this transmission, naturally aspirated, 510 some horsepower. It's just such a peach and a thrill to drive on the racetrack. Luckily for me, we had this car on the Nürburgring. Here we are at the Nürburgring, the 4RS. What do you think? Best car I've ever driven in my entire life. Absolutely flogging it around, and I couldn't think of a more fun car to drive on that track at the time, and even today. So we'll see you next time. Consider subscribing, smash the like button. See you guys.